Sheriff Brian Duke tells me they received a shots fired call around 7 o'clock tonight in what appears to be an attempted murder-suicide. Alamo Police Chief says they responded to a bank robbery here at Bancorp South in Alamo around 9:45 this morning. Now, one person has been confirmed to have been injured. Those injuries are unknown, but he was loaded up into the ambulance earlier and was being treated and has been transported from the scene. And as you can see, the water is up to my ankles here, right here. But as I take just a few steps down, the water is going to drop down almost all the way to my knees. And they're telling me that even farther out, it's up to their waist in some areas. The Milan Center also offers this forensic interview room where children only have to share their story with investigators once, while the rest of the team can observe here in the observation room. The current here is so strong that if I lift my feet up, it will drag me down. And officials are saying do not try and drive in something like this. Fall River firefighters have been out here training for the past 2 days on different extrication techniques, using tools like these that can weigh up to 50 pounds. According to authorities, Corbin Davis is accused of shooting 24-year-old Jamar Rogers back in June 2014 in the parking lot of the Omni Center along the Highway 45 bypass. It was an emotional day for the family of 24-year-old Jamar Rogers, who was shot and killed after leaving a nightclub in June 2014. The case went cold until last week when the Jackson Police Department charged Corbin Davis with first-degree murder.
Glad justice is finally being served. I really am. Thank God for that.
You were just as guilty as the trigger man.
One witness took the stand testifying he was with Davis the night of the shooting and says he heard Davis call out Rogers' name before a gunshot went off.
I'm disgusted because I feel like everybody in that vehicle deserves a charge. I'm happy that they got somebody, but he wasn't by himself.
The family cried out for justice in the courtroom as the witness stepped down from the stand.
It took you a whole year to admit that you witnessed a murder. Yeah, you deserve just as much time as the trigger man.
Davis is currently being held without bond.
We don't know no goddamn without that, y'all. Y'all go home to y'all family every damn night.
Now, the case has been passed on to the grand jury. We're live in downtown Jackson. Bethany Thompson, WBBJ7 Eyewitness News. Employees are hard at work Monday, but their commute looked a little different this morning. The KMI factory is open days after floodwaters rose in Kenton.
Today we're trying to get the plant cleaned up. We're trying to get back full production. We'd love to be full production by the end of the week, if that's at all possible.
The plant manager says there was around 6 inches of water inside the factory Saturday night. And on Monday morning, there's still around 2.5 feet of water just outside the building. I'm around 5'6", and the water comes up to my mid-thigh and is deeper even farther out.
We're going to lose probably 75% of inventory. Equipment-wise, I don't think we're going to lose that much.
This flood raised many questions for those who work at the factory, unsure if they would be able to reopen. Were you worried that the factory wasn't going to reopen?
Yes, ma'am. No way. Because there's a lot more money in it now than it was last time.
The plant manager says the factory will stay open this time, but is unsure of what could happen in the future.
If we get hit with another flood worse than this one, if we get probably a foot of water in here, the owner will never be able to recover the cost.
We're going to have to get with the Corps of Engineers and with the state officials on these levees. Some of these levees are going to have to be built back to south of town.
In Kenton, Bethany Thompson, WBBJ7 Eyewitness News.
Just a real-life adventure.
Saturday afternoon, dozens of teams are preparing to escape to raise money.
We really like to do fundraisers that kind of add value, so rather than sell somebody a cup, we want to give them an experience.
New Bern First Baptist Church is hosting their first escape room. 2 different room puzzles to raise money for their upcoming mission trip to El Salvador.
And not everybody can go, but everybody can participate. So it's more for me, it's encouraging to have the support from our church, from our community, even more than it is to have the fun.
In case you don't know what an escape room is, me and my team are going to be locked in this room with just a couple of clues. We have to solve those clues and riddles to figure out how to break out of the room, but the catch, we only have 45 minutes and the clock starts right now.
Good luck. Go. So we need to look for clues.
We had 5 color puzzles to solve to find the master key to this lock. It's a code, it's a number code.
4173. Yep, that works.
All right, man. We're about 10 minutes in. We've got 2 of our final pieces, and we're still working hard. Maybe a little stuck right now. Let's see where we go.
All right, we're done with that. We're done with this one. I go right there. Okay, all right, all right, we need to work on the purple tie. Okay, so now we're just on the green. We're on the green. We got 13 minutes.
We got really ahead in the beginning, but
Becky, we're stumped. We need one little clue. We got 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Last group, I have 10 commandments. How much are they? They're free. Perfect.
our results, we didn't do so hot. We got out in about 48 minutes, and it was a mess when we got out of there. The church leaves for the trip in July and will be helping build homes, feed the homeless, and work in orphanages on their trip. In New Bern, Bethany Thompson, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
We got a shape. 3.